Refraction by spherical lenses. So, first of all, we will learn about the spherical lenses. So, lens, a transparent material bounded by two surfaces, of which one or both surfaces are spherical, forms a lens. In both the surfaces, at least one surface is essentially curved. So, lenses are further divided into two parts. One is convex lens, other is concave lens. See the figure number 10.12 of NCERT book. Left side figure, top is A, means A is convex lens, B is concave lens. So, convex lens, those spherical lenses whose middle portion are thicker and edges are thinner are called convex lens. This is known as double convex also, or converging lens also. The convex lens is known as the converging lens because all the incident ray parallel to principal axis meet at a point on principal axis or converges at a point. Due to this reason, the convex lens is known as the converging lens. Second one, concave lens. Those spherical lenses whose middle portion are thinner, edges are thicker, are called concave lens. So, in figure number 10.12, B number is the concave lens. Now, terms related to the lens. So, first is optical center. Optical center, point inside a lens through which when the incident ray passing does not deviate is called optical center, which is denoted by O. Then principal focus. The incident ray parallel to principal axis converges at a point on principal axis or diverges at a point on principal axis in case of concave lens is called principal focus. Then focal length, the distance between optical center and principal focus is known as focal length. Regarding the focus, the lens have two focus because both the surfaces of lens are not uniform. It means thickness of both the surfaces are not uniform. Due to this reason, lens have the two focus. left side of lens you are seeing the figure number A, f1 and 2f1. It means in the side of the object the focus is denoted by f1 and 2f1, and in the side of the image means next surfaces the focus is f2 and 2f2. Then rules for image formation. In lens. Number 1, the incident ray parallel to principal axis converges or diverges at a point on principal axis, or you can say converges or diverges through focus or at focus. Listen again. The incident ray parallel to principal axis converges through focus or diverges through focus. Next, the incident ray passing through focus becomes parallel to principal axis. Number 3, the incident ray passing through optical center does not deviate. See the figure number 10.15 of NCERT book. In case of the convex, figure number A, and case of concave, figure number B, through the optical center. Now, on the basis of above rules, image formation by convex lenses. Case number 1, when an object is placed at infinity. Number A, image is formed at focus. Number 2, highly diminished point size, you can say. Number 3, real and inverted. And see the figure number A of page number 180. Page number 180 of NCERT book. You observe the figure number A when object is placed at infinity. Then second case, beyond 2f, means when an object placed beyond 2f, image is formed, number A, between f2 and 2f2. Number 2, diminished. Number 3, real. And number 4, inverted. See the figure number of NCERT book. Figure number B of page number 180. Figure number B. Then case third, when an object is placed at 2f1. The image is formed at 2f1. Number 2, same size. Number 3, real and inverted. See the figure, page number 180 of NCERT book, figure number C. Figure number C. Then next point, when an object is placed between f1 and 2f1. The image is formed at 2f2. Number 2 enlarged. Number 3 real. Number 4 inverted. And see the figure number D of page number 180 of NCERT book. Then fifth condition, when an object is placed between when an object is placed at focus, the image is formed at number 1 infinity, number 2 highly enlarged, number 3 real and inverted. And see the figure number E and page number I think 181, figure number 10.16 E. And last situation, when an object is placed between optical center and focus, the image is formed at the same size as the object, virtual, erect, and highly magnified. See the figure number F, figure number 10.16 F. Now image formed by the concave lenses. So image formed by the concave lenses. Case number 1, when an object is at infinity, image is formed number 1 at focus, highly diminished point size, third number virtual, and fourth erect. So these are the characteristics of the image. And case number 2, between infinity and optical center, it means the object lies between optical center and infinity, anywhere. The image is formed between focus and optical center. Number 2 diminished, number 3 virtual, and erect. See the figure number 10.17 of page number 181 NCERT book. For the first situation, figure number A, and the second situation, the figure number 2. After that, the sign convention for spherical lenses. For the lenses, sign convention similar to the used for the spherical mirror. It means spherical mirror का जो साइन कन्वेंशन है वही रूल लेंस में भी लागू होता है. अब लेंस फार्मूला एंड मैग्निफिकेशन. जैसा कि मिरर फार्मूला में तुम देखा था कि u, v और f के साथ रिलेशन, सिमिलरली इन केस ऑफ द लेंस ऑल्सो there is a relation between u, v and f, and the lens formula is expressed as 1 by V minus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. Listen again. 1 by V minus 1 by U equal to 1 by F, where U equal to object distance from the lens, V equal to image distance from the lens, F equal to focal length. Is it clear? Now the magnification. The magnification produced by lens, similar to that for a spherical mirror, or it is defined as the ratio of height of the image to the height of the object. It is represented by letter M. Therefore, M equal to height of the image divided by height of object equal to h dash by h. Let this equation 1. But ध्यान में होगा कि in case of the mirror I have changed the symbol. Height of the image I denoted by HI and height of object HO. Therefore, this may be changed M equal to HI by HO. And again linear magnification is defined as the ratio of image distance to the object distance. Therefore, M equal to V by U. Let equation 2. From equation 1 and 2, we get HI by HO equal to V by U, or HI equal to V by U into HO. HI means the height of the image. So we can calculate directly height of the image if the height of the object, image distance and object distance is given. Now example 10.3 and 10.4 numerical portion already is solved, so it is your duty to note down. Then very important topic, power of lens. So power of lens is defined as the reciprocal of focal length. Power of lens is denoted by P. Therefore, P equal to 1 by F. So the SI unit of power of lens is diopter. It is denoted by letter capital D. If F is expressed in meter, then power is expressed in diopter. So definition of one diopter. One diopter is the power of lens whose focal length is 1 meter. It means 1D equal to 1 meter inverse. So this is the power of lens. Mind it, the plus sign, if the power is given in plus sign, it means the lens will be convex. If the power is given in minus sign, it means lens is concave, because focal length of convex lens is positive and focal length of concave lens is negative. Therefore, power of convex lens is positive, power of concave lens is negative. Got it? So in this connection, the chapter is finished, and it is your duty to complete all the question or answer. And next class, if any requirements of the answer, question and answer, I will discuss again.